Hi, and welcome in. My name is Marcel, and together we're here. So I'm together here with Shawn. Shawn is here for entertainment, energy, and motivation. I'm here for the instructions, the questions, and the support. If you have any of these, feel free to write in the chat and welcome in. Welcome in. And today we're teaching, and today and every day we're teaching yoga and then also meditation. We're starting with meditation and then we're coming to yoga. So if you'd like to join in, feel free to join in. And we will be going for 30 minutes, first of all. And yeah, 25 minutes of meditation, then 5 minutes of Shavasana. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do today. I'm excited. Excited about that. Yeah, we give everybody 1 more minute to join in if anybody likes to join in. Anybody likes to join in today? Good. So yeah. If you like to just join in for the yoga, then you can join in a half hour. If you like to join in for the meditation, we're doing that right now. So feel free to come to a great sit. You can sit in a chair. Yes, you can sit down on the floor. Completely fine, however you're doing it. You really want to root your hips down, get along to the top of the head. And come to a great sit today. Come to a great sit today. Feel comfortable. So, and important is that you sit up on something. That you either sit up on some books, so take some books and sit up on the books, and really can sit up tall. Or you can sit up on a sitting pillow, completely fine. Check in with that. Then, from there, I'll invite you to, first of all, close your eyes and feel the length from your hips to the top of the head. Feel the feet connected to the floor. Great. Breathing in deep into your belly, into your chest. And start to focus on your breath. Now I already said breathing in deep. If you start to focus on your breath, make sure you're not changing your breath, but you have a natural breath going on. So just focusing on your breath without changing your breath. And from there, every time you lose the connection with your breath, observe your thoughts and release the thoughts slowly and effortlessly, observing your thoughts first and releasing them slowly and effortlessly. And coming back to your inhale and your exhale. Every time you lose the connection to your breath, see what's going on and coming back to your inhale and your exhale, slowly and effortlessly, without judging yourself. You're doing just fine. That's all what we are doing. We're going for 25 minutes and then 5 minutes of Shavasana. So, beginning right now, having your eyes closed. You're doing amazing. And see you in 30 minutes. Good. Slowly lie down on your back. Stand your legs, bring your arms by your sides, and just be releasing your breath. Stand the feet away from each other. Bring your arms by your sides, palms are pointing up towards the sky. Bring your chin a little bit to your chest and release your whole body. Not focusing on your breath anymore, but just be. Just be. For 5 minutes, just be. Slowly coming back to your body, opening up your eyes again. Start to move your fingers, start to move your legs, stretch your legs, stretch your arms, and yawn if you like. How does that feel? Good. And sit yourself up in your way. Welcome back. Welcome in, everybody. Good. And from here, coming to the 1 hour yoga lesson. Welcome in. 1 hour of yoga. Today's topic is, what is it again? Let me quickly fix my microphone. What is today's topic again? I wrote it down. Can't remember right now. One more hug. One more hug, definitely. Whew, it's a little cold in here. Don't know, it feels like the air is cold. It's so strange. To me, it feels like the air is circulating somehow here. However, the windows are closed and there shouldn't be a circulation of air that really feels like, it's like some wind going on, right? So it really is a little cold. That's all good. We get warm also with our mantra as we're singing our mantra. Oh, by the way, you guys, my name is Marcel. And we're not alone here, but we're joined by Shawn. Shawn is here for entertainment, energy, and motivation. Also here is meditation minutes. That's Tom in the chat right now. Also wonderful meditation streams. Welcome in, Tom. And if you have been here yesterday looking out for me, I'm sorry about that. I just overslept. Sometimes that happens, but I hope it's rather not happening anymore. So I took some measures again that helps me that this will be reduced as well. How are you, Tom? How are you doing today? And first of all, we're connecting with this mantra today. So the meaning of the mantra, we want to connect with our consciousness. The meaning of the mantra is, do we want to connect with our consciousness? We want to be conscious of our consciousness. And next to that, we want to connect with the love within ourselves and with the love around us. Also, this mantra helps to connect to our whole body, helps to connect to our voice, as we're connecting with the vibrational quality. Doing good, okay. Glad you got some sleep. Yeah, I got really some sleep there. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited that you're here, Tom. And we're going to start with this mantra to sing it. First of all, I repeat the whole mantra one time. So the whole mantra goes like this. Om Hirim Namah Shivaya Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. That's the whole mantra. And we're going to call and repeat. So I will start and we repeat together and so on. Let's go. And at any point in time, if you like to change your sitting position, please feel free to do so, feeling comfortable. Om Hirim. Now repeat together with me. Om Hirim Namah Shivaya Repeat Namah Shivaya. Tasmai Shri. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurave Namaha. Om Hirim. Om Hirim. Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Tasmai Shri. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurave Namaha. Higher. Om Hirim. Om Hirim. Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Tasmai Shri. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurave Namaha. Om Hirim. Om Hirim. Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Tasmai Shri. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurave Namaha. Om Hirim. Om Hirim. Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Tasmai Shri. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurave Namaha. Om Hirim. Om Hirim. Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Tasmai Shri. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurave Namaha. Om Hirim. Om Hirim. Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Tasmai Shri. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurave Namaha. Om Hirim. Om Hirim. Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Tasmai Shri. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurave Namaha. Good. All together, sing together with me. Let's go. Om Hirim. Om Hirim. Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Tasmai Shri. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Hirim. Namah Shivaya. 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 Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Hrim Namah Shivaya. 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 Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Last time all together. Om Hrim Namah Shivaya. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. 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 Bring your hands in front of your heart together. Bow your head in front of your heart. Breathing in deep through your nose. And release your arms by your sides. Palms are pointing forward. Bring your arms up by your sides as you're breathing in. Get long through the sitting bones to the top of the head. Breathing out. Releasing the arms by your sides. Twitch is being weird for me. Earlier it wasn't showing my messages and I had to refresh. Now it's not showing parts of the chat and making me have to refresh again. Oh. Get long from your sitting bones to the top of the fingers. And release. Arms by your sides down. How are you feeling today? Welcome in, Pumpkin. How are you doing? Breathing in deep again. Get long from your sitting bones, from your perineum between your anus and your genitals, up to the top of the fingers. And release down again. Release the arms down again. Breathing in deep. Breathing out. Thanks for the shout out, says meditation minutes. Thank you for the shout out, Jamie. Doing all right, thanks Marcel. How are you? I'm doing great, Jamie. Doing great. Feeling really good. You know. Breathing out. And I finished a book yesterday. It's called The Art of Learning by Josh Waitzkin. Josh, I think he's called Josh. I'm not really sure. Get long from your sitting bones to the top of the fingers. Because, you know, Josh is unusual for us, at least in German. We would like have somebody like something like Joshua or something. But I think Josh is also a complete name. Josh would be the short form, right? Breathing in deep as you bring your arms up, and this time you really feel the length from a time from your body, from your perineum to the top of the fingers. Really feel the length and release. And from there, bring your hands to your thighs and move your hands forward and backward. So Jamie, how has your evening been? And I asked you already yesterday, but you didn't hear me yesterday, about your check-it. How is your check-it? How does it look like? Is it amazing? Are you excited? Move your hands forward and backward on your thighs. Good. Move your shoulders forward and upward. Backward and down already, but also connect with your palms a lot on your thighs. What kind of feeling is coming up? What kind of feeling is coming up as you move your hands forward and backward on your thighs? Forward and backward on your thighs. What kind of feeling is there on your thighs? Maybe there's a feeling of coldness, or maybe also like some emotions come up. If some emotions come up, and if some emotions come up, accept these emotions and honor them. I do think emotions is a really big topic in today's society. I especially observed that inside of myself. And from there also stems my wish to create a man circle. Not just for the emotions, but also for growth. But I think the emotions, to connect with the emotions, offers an extreme resource to grow. An extreme resource to grow if you only start to appreciate them and accept them. And I'm a little bit wondering if like people are ready for that or not. To connect with the emotions. Because of course, like connecting with the emotions can be like, in one way, can be shattering at first, can be opening your eyes at first, you know, as you're kind of like peeling the onion and getting more into the center, becoming more aware of what's going on in your life. Always when you peel a next layer, there comes a time where you feel unstable. At least in my opinion, comes a time where you feel unstable and unsure who you are and where you are in your life. But then again, it becomes again a stronger sensation of like, yeah, that makes sense what I'm doing. Makes sense. Yeah, your actions start to make more sense, and you become more driven by what you're doing. Or maybe you will also feel like, okay, that doesn't make any sense what I'm doing, and I need to reorient myself. And as we're just doing this little movement of bring the shoulders forward, upward, backward, and down again, moving the arms forward and backward. I like to talk in this movement, as you can do this movement for quite some time, and still it offers a lot of insight. And also releasing the shoulders a lot. So not pushing yourself too much, but pushing yourself a little. And probably it's the same thought with the emotions. The same with the emotions. Tell me when you're back, Jamie. Forgot about your messages there. I didn't see them. Same with the emotions. We don't want to push in too deep at one point, but we want to accept them to a certain degree that we can today, instead of like fully appreciate them and fully accept them and fully connect with them. Try to accept them as much as you can today so that you still feel comfortable and able to do the yoga practices together with me, instead of like fully engaging with the emotions and not doing yoga anymore. Try to have a balance. Good. And with time, you can go deeper and deeper, right? As we're also increasing the intensity of our yoga lessons slowly and slowly. Or especially you're doing that on your own, right? As you're listening deeper and deeper to your body. And you know, here, give yourself a little massage to your feet. So I started to do this automatically. I wanted to share that. Started to do this automatically to kind of like start to massage my feet, and I feel like, oh yeah, this is really necessary. It's really necessary to give a massage to my feet. And I mean, is this yoga still or not? I would argue yes, it is. And also, if I integrate other movements into the yoga practice, I will still argue that it's yoga as we're connecting with our body more and more. I think it stays yoga as long as we're really connecting with our body. So give your feet a little bit of a massage today, feeling how they're doing. Jamie, are you back already? Rounding your back and arcing up again, rounding down, chin to chest, and arcing up from your lower spine up. Your head can look up into the sky as well, but keep it in line with the spine. And then bring your chin slowly down, together with your spine arcing down again. Arcing up from your lower spine. And rounding now. Arcing up. Good. Bring your arm to the right side. Whatever kind of sitting position doesn't really matter. But bring your arm to the right side and we're leaning with our body to the right, engaging our belly, and then leaning to the other side. Drawing the belly in and up, leaning to the left. Another side. Keeping your left sitting bone rooted as we're leaning to the sides. And using your breath as a tool again, breathing in deep as you're leaning. And release, come back into the middle. And right now we're connecting to the left sitting bone. Connect to your left sitting bone. Bring the right hand to the right. Connect to the fingertips of your right hand, and we're getting long in your left side. Get long, feel the length from your left sitting bone to the top of the left hand. So your left sitting bone is connected into the floor, and your right side stays long. So make sure your right side is long, and get long in your left side as well. Great job. And you can lean a little bit to the right if you can, but keep your right side long. Keep your right side long. Pay great awareness to your right side. Good, and release. Breathing out. Breathing in, other side. It's quite, and if you don't really know what to do, don't worry, don't worry. With time and repetition, you will start to connect more and more to what's going on as you kind of like try to imitate me, right? Keeping the left side body long. Meanwhile, we're getting longer in the right side body, and feel how your right sitting bone is really rooted down into the floor and get long to the top of the fingers. Great. And from there, let's bring the right hand to the back. And at any point, if you need to change your sitting posture, I feel like changing my sitting posture right now, then change your sitting posture. Maybe cross-legged, or maybe like knees forward and feet to the back. Experiment a little bit and feel what feels good to you. And again, sit up on something, sit up on some books. Good. This is important that you sit up on something, especially if you're not used to sitting on the floor. Good. Otherwise, if you're sitting in a chair, that's also completely fine. You can try to do the exercises also in the chair. Most of them should be completely fine. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I've been a bit emotional tonight. That's completely fine, Jamie. It's great that you are able to connect with your emotions in a way that you are connecting. So you're saying, yeah, it's very comfortable and nice, light, so I don't overheat too much. Like your jacket, that's cool. The pockets are also huge. They're big enough to put wine bottles in each. That's cool. And I hope you're not making use of that capacity. Be right back. Just need to get some tissue for my eyes. They're leaking. Hey Solar, how are you doing? How is your day going? Good to have you. To have you. And yeah, that's great. Great, Jamie. That's, you can be a little bit emotional here. Very welcome to be that, to do that, and to appreciate that, and to accept that, you know. Otus Goddess told me that she was like crying throughout yoga lessons and throughout real life yoga lessons, and you know, that's also completely fine. Yeah, that's alright, Jamie. Got here, and just before I was about to say hi, when you finished the meditation, something came up, so I needed to step away for a moment. Yeah, that's good, Jamie. Honoring where you are today. It's very cool. I was singing on Twitch earlier, and a lot of emotions were coming up. Yeah, you know, these things happen, and it's great that you are able to connect with them. A lot of people have difficulty to connect with their emotions, and as you're getting more and more comfortable with doing that, you can start to see it as a resource of energy. Bring your right hand to the back of your body, and bring your left hand to the right leg in one way. Breathing in deep, get long from your sitting bones to the top of the head, and breathing out, looking over the right shoulders. So, Solar, are you joining in this yoga lesson today, or did you join in yesterday already? Or how is your day going? Tell us a little bit. So breathing in the air, We're not pushing at the front hand. The front hand is just there to guide us. Good. Breathing in deep, get long from your sitting bones to the top of the head. And breathing out, we're twisting a little bit over the right shoulder. Engaging with our muscles in our belly and twisting here. Good. And release, other side. Bring the right hand to the left leg and bring the left hand to the back. Breathing in deep, get long from your sitting bones to the top of the head. Looking over the left shoulder. And engaging your belly muscles and looking over the left shoulder here. Breathing in again. And breathing out, looking over the left shoulder. Releasing, coming back into the middle. I've been feeling a bit alone and disappointed with myself. Yeah, people with my star sign are said to be very connected with their emotions. I can't say if that's a fact, but that is correct for me. I hear people with my star sign feel them strongly and go one of two ways: process and hide them well, or they express them strongly. I tend to feel them strongly and keep them quietly to myself. Oh yeah. So especially as I kind of like want to create this men's circle, right, Jamie? This would be also a place for you to kind of like express them. You know what I mean? And we should just create that. I mean, it's not too much of work to do. But still, like, we need to get some people along. So things like singing and yoga are good for me, being solo activities I can use to process them. Yeah, definitely. You know, to each their own, right, Jamie? To each their own. How is yoga impacting your life? Can be very, very much different. Good. And from here, today, let's stand up already. And then we're doing some wrist exercises and we're going somewhere else today. Let's see where we go today. We're already quite far into the yoga lesson, as we're talking quite a lot. I appreciate everything that you're sharing, Jamie. Slowly stand up. And you know, Twitch is a good way to connect with people and to maybe not feel that alone, right? However, it's still good if you can connect with other friends and family, right? Come to a great stand, feel how your hips are below your feet, and bring your arms forward. Fingers are vertical, bring the thumbs up and then in. But still in this corona time, this COVID time, it's just so difficult to do that. Or it's increasingly difficult. It's not extreme difficult, but it's increasingly difficult, and it's somewhat puts another barrier in front of like having visiting somebody or doing something with somebody. Bring your thumbs in and then thumbs up, thumbs in and up, and from there, moving your thumb forward, whatever forward means to you. And then moving your thumb to the back or to the backward direction. And then make fists with your fists and move your wrists up and down. And definitely, Jamie, you know, yoga is so great because yoga is not just there for the body, but it's also there to connect with your mind, to connect with what's going on, right? For example, in meditation, for example. But all these exercises that we're doing is kind of like movement meditation in one way or another, because we're listening into our body. And also, if there's some emotions that are coming up as you're doing certain kind of movements, especially as we're doing like hip movements, which we could do today, there are a lot of emotions stored in the hip, right? And a lot of like blockheads, let's say blockheads in the hips, right? And then release, shake your wrists out, shake your elbows, shake your shoulders. And I just had like this wonderful teacher that shared some exercises with me that are very, very cool for the hips. So maybe let's go through them today, and let's give ourselves some additional hugs today, right? As well. So shake your wrists again. From there, bring your right thumb up, turn it to the outside, fingers are pointing down, then grab on from below, grab onto your thumb and push out from the thumb mount here. Pushing out the hand, the fingers are pointing down, good. And release. Shake your wrists out. Have you heard of self-soothing? No, I don't know what that is. Would you mind explaining what that is, Tom? Then bring the left hand up, the thumb up, turn it to the outside, fingers pointing down, then grab on from below to the thumb and push out from the mount of the finger, push out from the shoulders, draw your thumb a little bit back, and then release down. Shake your wrists out. Good. And before we going into the hug, let's start to jump out of the knees, jumping out of the knees. Releasing your whole body, releasing your shoulders, releasing your neck. Day 330 today already? Wow. Jumping out of the knees. Releasing the shoulders, releasing the neck a lot. If there's some pain coming up in your body, listen to that pain and just come out of it and try it another time. Again, try another time again, another yoga lesson again, to just jump out of the knees and release the shoulders and the neck. And from there, so jump out of the heels. So if you like to intensify it, or if you don't like to intensify it, just stay where you are. And if you don't want to intensify, that's good. But if you like, jump out of the heels and reconnect with the heels to the floor. Really try to stomp the floor. Great. Releasing the shoulders, releasing the neck. And from there, jump out of the toes and reconnect with your toes to the floor, and then with the heels, releasing the shoulders a lot, the neck. And from there, slowly come back, just jumping out of the knees, releasing the shoulders, releasing the neck as much as you can. And how does your body feel? Good. Move your body in any kind that feels good to you right now. Maybe stretch yourself to the left or to the right. And again, if you feel like, oh wow, something kind of like hurts, kind of like opens, I kind of call it like opens in your upper chest or in your back a little bit, that's all right. You know, the problem is as long as it's kind of like pain that stays over days and days and days, then it's bad. And if you start to feel it in every yoga lesson, but if kind of there is a feeling in your chest like that it's opening and that you can start to breathe deeper, and maybe it's kind of connected with like pain in the beginning, because you know it's an opening, right? You start to be able to breathe deeper, right? And with that, you know, it kind of hurts a little bit because it's opening. It's kind of like tearing the things a little bit apart, and you can start to breathe in, tearing the things that were kind of clumped together apart. And of course, that's like opening feeling, but it's also like connected with a little bit of pain. Just this little tiny bit. You know, we don't want to be going overboard there with like, oh yeah, this is everything is acceptable and you're in complete pain, but just this little kind of pain that feels like, oh, I don't know what that pain is, where comes that from, right? This is okay to have in yoga, at least in my opinion, right? Okay, let's come back to the self-soothing thing. The example of what that I heard is when like guys go into the forest to chop wood to blow off steam. Okay, I feel you. Okay. Yeah. I think that's a good thing to do, Tom. But I mean also like doing yoga can also be experienced a little bit like that, right? Maybe if it's really sweaty yoga and you need to push yourself, or like going into the gym, right? And like a friend of mine said this expression like, oh, I want to get sweaty, I want to feel like a man and throw these weights around, you know, instead of just doing like this rather feminine yoga, right, where we connect with our body a lot, right? And of course, yeah, especially if you're doing a lot of yoga, maybe you also want to get, you know, blowing off steam. Exactly that, Tom. That's self-soothing. Okay, I got it there. Thank you for telling us that. I put a nice surprise in your Discord for later, Marcel. Thank you so much, Jamie. That's cool. Shake your legs, shake your arms, shake your wrists. Elbows, shake your shoulders. You know, great. And from here, bring your arms by your sides. And you know, these yoga lessons, I'm talking so much at the moment. Your palms are pointing forward and we're leaning to the right. Leaning to the right, engaging your belly and your chest. See that you can lean to the right. Your head stays in line with the spine. So in line with the spine. Great. Leaning to the left. And the other side again. How does that feel? To the right, to the left. Your leg lifts automatically off to the floor. And then lean to the other side. And next time we're leaning to the right, hold it there. Hold it there as you're leaning to the right. Good. And from there you can grab around your belly and feel how your belly, your sides of the belly feel. Is the right side body engaged or is the left side body engaged? Good. So you should feel that when you're leaning to the right, that the left side body is engaged. And then lean to the other side and feel what's happening there as you lean to the left. And again, your right leg is just lifting off on its own as we're leaning. Good. Grab around your belly. Feel how your right side body is here engaged as we're leaning to the left. And then slowly come back down. I think walking meditation could also be soothing. Yeah, that's all right. No, don't be sorry for distracting. That's amazing. I like to talk to you guys. And especially if it's helpful for anybody, if you can pick up one little thing that's helpful for you, that's kind of like the thing that you need to do and nothing more. If anything is helpful for you, if you like to discuss something, I'm here for you. Okay, good. So wait, I had an idea before of like where we're going into this yoga lesson today. Yeah, of course. The hips. There's a lot of emotion stored in the hips, right? And we, especially men, tend to be like restricted in the hip movement. So what we want to do is we connect with the right hand to the right hip bone. So have the right hand at the right hip bone, just a fingertip. And we're going to wash the dishes. So washing the dishes is like a horizontal movement, right? And we're moving our hips in a circle. Just the right hip right now. Just moving the right hip. Not really moving the left hip, but really moving the right hip and circling, washing the dishes right now. How does that feel for you? And you know, it might look funny, right? Or it might look uncomfortable to you. And that's completely fine. Or you feel like strange doing this, and that's completely fine. Know what's coming up. Feel what's coming up in your body as you're doing this. And then circle yourself into the other circle your hip into the other direction. Good. And you can also make smaller circles if you wish. You can make bigger circles. Hi Attila! Hi Marcel! The guru. I'm not a guru, but thank you. How has your day been? My day has been good. It just started. How has your day been? Yesterday I finished a book that was called Art of Learning by Josh Waitzkin. I can really recommend that book. It's very, very much entertaining and well written. You know, like books like this, wow. You know, I couldn't stop. I felt like reading a chapter yesterday, and then I couldn't stop reading. I finished the book. But granted, there were only like 3 chapters left or something like that. So it wasn't much more to go through. I'm fine, took Dogo on a walk. Yeah, cool. Good, and from there, we're right now connecting with the hips. So Attila, you're also very welcome to join in. As in the hips, you know, especially as men, I'm not sure if you're a man or a woman, and we have a lot of emotion stored in the hips, right? So circling right now forward, circling the right hip, so connect with your right hand to the right hip, circling forward, down, backward and up, and again forward, down, backward and up. I would like to see Marcel take his cat on a walk. Guy, I can't take my cat for a walk. All she's doing, you know, she's a free cat. All she's doing is she kind of like follows me to my room sometimes when she wants to get petted. Cat not be happy? Yeah, cat wouldn't be happy. I could put her in the cage and and as I take her to the vet, right? I need to put her into the cage. So think forward, backward, forward, down, backward, up. Kind of like a forward rotation, right? As you would do a salto or something, think that. Of course, that's a joke. Cat's scared of cucumbers if you surprise them. What? And then circle to the other side. Think change the direction. And you know, there's so much emotion stored in our hips. That's exactly why we are doing these kind of movements, even if they are looking strange to you. There's so much energy stored, kind of like in the hips, right? And if you only can loosen the hips a little bit, it will make your whole walking experience different, and your whole experience of like how you're walking, and a lot of other things, really. Oh, don't like? Dogs don't like lemons and oranges? Huh. Good. Now we've had a forward circling and a backward circling. And there's one more thing circling. One more thing missing circling. Yeah, it's also a circle. Do you know which one? It's the cleaning the window. We have dirty windows and we need to clean the windows. So move your right hip to the right, then down, then left, then up, then right, down, left, and up. Good. Circling your right hip. How does that feel? And then change the direction as well. Maybe create smaller circles. Moving with your right hip. If you'd like to change one more time the direction, you can do that. Also making smaller circles, really, really small circles, you can also do that. Good, and then release. And check in with how your right leg feels right now compared to the left. And if you don't feel any kind of like change or a kind of difference, that's all right, you know. If you feel something different, like from the right to the left leg, honoring that, and we're connecting with the left side right now. So connecting with your left hip bone, we're going to move clean the dishes first. We need to clean the dishes first. So move left, backward, right, front, left, backward, right, and circle on the horizontal plane. Yes, I don't think they like citrus. I think I heard some word makes them sneeze. Yeah. Very well be, right? Circle, left wrist, left hip. I often move like this when I'm washing the dishes too. Really? So connecting with you. Okay, that has to be a joke. I mean, just moving with the left hip right now. Our right hip is kind of like stable. So pumpkin, that's quite a precise movement, you know what I mean? And then circle the other side. But really connecting to with just the left hip moves. It's not moving both hips, it's just moving the left hip. Your right hip is kind of like stable, you know what I mean? You can of course be in the kitchen and do kitchen work, and you can try to practice these kind of things. And yeah, that's a good way to to maybe remove some blockades. Good. And then from there, you're not choking. Okay, I see. Then we're circling forward, forward, down, backward, up, forward, down, backward, up. And again, just moving with your left hip. It's not moving with both hips, it's moving with the left hip right now. This is isolating the movement to just the left hip. And from there, circling to the other direction as well. Think backward, up, forward. No, sorry, backward, down, forward, up. Backward, down, forward, up. Good. It doesn't really matter how your right hip moves, but it stays kind of like in one place, right? The main thing is that we are moving the left hip. If you're doing the same kind of motion with like the hips, it's kind of like not what we want to do. We want to isolate the movement of the left. Good, and then we're coming to the next one, the last one. You know which one? We need to clean the windows again. You say, again? We just cleaned them. Yeah, sometimes it's good to move, to kind of like clean one time with the right hand and then with the left hand, because the left hand reaches somewhere where the right hand can't reach, right? So get the left hips to the left and down, then to the right, then up, then left, down, right and up, and circling again. You can also change the direction whenever you like, making the movement smaller or making the movement bigger as you like. So when you're cleaning the lower cupboards, you can squat to clean them. The longer you take to clean, the longer you hold the squat too, so it encourages you to clean faster. Yeah, so Jamie, maybe if you're cleaning faster, then it won't be that nice in the end, right? But yeah, I know what you mean. I know where you're going at. And circling really, really small last seconds. Good. And release. Shake your legs out. Shake your arms. How does your body feel right now? How do your legs feel right now? Everybody that joins in, great job. Great job. You're doing amazing. Just that you also know that. And we need to come to close rather fast. So come to the front of the mat and then slowly sit down and roll to the back. Ooh. Good. And from there, release your legs down. Release your legs down wherever you are. Your feet are facing away from each other. Arms are lying by your sides and palms are pointing up. Bring your chin a little bit to your chest. Close your eyes and just be. Just be today. Think about giving yourself a hug without doing it. But think about it today. And then let go of that thought and just be. Just be. I will get you back out of this position in about a minute. So have your eyes closed. Just be. Enjoy. Deep. Deepening your breath. Start to move your fingers. Start to move your toes, coming back into your body. As soon as you feel ready, draw the knees in towards your belly, coming back to your body, coming back to you. And release to either the left or the right side, coming to lie down on either the left or the right side, lying down completely in your side body position. Make the side body position feel comfortable to you. Great. Releasing all the tension in your body, softening the skin of the face, releasing all the tension in your tongue, in your neck, in your shoulders, oh the shoulders, releasing all the tension in your elbows, in your wrists, in the fingers, in your chest, in your belly, in your hips, in your spine, in your back, in your legs, in your knees, in your ankles, in your heels, in your toes. And from there, breathe in deep, the belly into the chest. And with your next breath, lift yourself up into a final sitting position. Take your time sitting up. No need to hurry. Lift yourself up by your side. Come to a sitting position. And from there, I'll invite you to give you another hug this time, this day. And smile. So give yourself a big hug. You're doing just great. Amazing. And then bring your hands in front of the heart together. Honoring your yoga practice today, I honor deeply that you take care of yourself. Bow your head in front of your heart. Namaste. The emptiness inside of me recognizes the emptiness inside of you. Release the arms, opening the eyes, and welcome back. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed. So, big shout out to everybody who tuned in today. Attila, Jamie, Pumpkin Panda, Tom, Meditation Minute. Appreciate everybody that's in here, everybody that is practicing today together with us. A lot of love out to you, love and blessings out to you. Good. With that said, I do a little bit of the advertisement section here, so please, if you like, follow me on YouTube or subscribe to me on YouTube. Of course, follow me here on Twitch if you're checking out this stream and you're liking it. Next to that, we're also having a podcast coming up next Saturday. I finally kind of found the time to do that. Next Saturday, we're having a podcast coming up together with my meditation teacher, Eski Fischer. Make sure to tune in. It's going to be amazing, definitely. And I'm very, very excited to share her with you. Now I just got stuck a little bit there. Sometimes. Share her with you. She, her. Him, her. Share her. Definitely. Good. So everybody, dang it, Marcel. But yeah, it's going to be amazing next Saturday at 6 p.m. Central European Time, or UTC +1 or GMT +1. Feel free to tune in. It's going to be amazing. And of course, right now we're going to raid with love. And I wanted to ask Jamie again. Jamie, do you have somebody to raid? Do you have somebody to raid? Language barrier has occurred. I mean. Ah, now it's working. You added that. Yeah, exactly. Put your favorite email modes around raiding with love, right? Put your favorite emotes around raiding with love and copy the raid message. And we're going to raid very, very soon. Jamie, do you have a raid target? You're my raid target giver at the moment. And of course, meditation minute. If you have somebody that you would like raiding after my yoga lesson, please feel free to reach out, or Attila, feel free to reach out to me. And right now, we're going to raid. We're going to raid very soon. Are you excited, Shawn? I'm excited. I'm excited. Very excited. I have a great person to raid. Okay, that's amazing, Jamie. I'm excited for that. She's just finishing up, Jamie. Normally. So I know she's starting at 7, so it doesn't make that much sense to raid her. You know what I mean? I thought about that as well, but still, she kind of has has her yoga lessons when I have my yoga lessons. And it wouldn't make that much sense to raid each other, because we would only be there and talk a little bit, and then we would raid somebody else. And I also, yeah. Don't worry about it, Jamie. Don't worry about it. Let me quickly check. Maybe I have somebody online. Of course, yeah. Isa is another wonderful yoga teacher. You might want to check her out. Oh, and she has a lot of people watching her. That's great. I'm excited for her. We have Solar online. Shall we just go over to Solar? Wantenart? Wantenart is also online. Let's go with Rocket Fit. I don't know. Let's see. Raid Rocket Fit. That sounds fun. Let's check this guy out. So everybody in here, thank you so much for taking care of yourself. And I wish you all a wonderful rest of the day, and I hope to see you very, very soon. Again, we are here every day. And yeah, let's go. Guys, are you ready to raid? We are heading over to Rocket Fit, sending him some rocket love. Make sure you have this. Copy it in your copy paste stash. You know what I mean? Okay, let's go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Bye bye. See you tomorrow. Hopefully.